Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle. And the puzzle is called The 20s Are for Figuring Things Out, which I agree with, by Just a Little Guy. And here are the rules. We have to place the digits 1 through 9 in each row, column, and a 9-cell region, designated 9-cell region without repeats. We have anti-knight, where digits a knight's move apart cannot be the same. So because of this 1, in addition to not being in this, you can't have a 1 in the same row, column, or designated 9-cell region, there are additional constraints for cells that are a knight's move away from that cell. So none of these cells can be 1 because they are a chess knight's move away from the 1 here. So that's anti-knight. We have extra region, where cells with a gray square form an extra region, and digits do not repeat in the region. So that means you cannot have any repeats within all the gray squares. We also have palindrome lines, where digits in equal distance from the center of the gray palindrome line are the same. Or another way of putting it is the palindrome line reads the same in one direction as another direction. So for example, this could be something like 3, oops, not color, 3, 7, 2, 2, 7, 3. This works as a palindrome line because it reads the same one direction as it does the other direction. And finally, we have killer cages where they are 20. So digits in a killer cage do not repeat, so you don't have repeats within a cage, and they sum to the small number in the corner, which I believe is 20 for all the killer cages. Ooh, I have some sort of bug there. Apologies. So, for example, you could have something like 1, 5, 6, and 8, and that would add up to 20, and that would fulfill this cage. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to start by coloring the central box, or the central region. So blue, orange, we're going to make this dark. I guess we'll make this medium, and we'll make this one pink. Green, red, yellow, and we'll make this, maybe we'll just state the same. This is light, well, we'll make this pink and this light. So the ones are lights. Okay. That means this has to be pink because of the palindrome nature. This must be dark because they add up, they are the palindromes. This blue matches this cell, so that's blue. This red matches this red. Okay. This cell cannot be any of these colors. It cannot be pink because that's a knight's move away. So it could be medium, yellow, or blue. So this is medium, yellow, or blue. This cell cannot be blue. It cannot be any of... Okay, so the remaining cells in row 5. What are they? They have to be... not light. It could be medium, no dark, no green, medium pink, blue or yellow. So these are medium, pink, blue, or yellow. This must match this cell. So it cannot be, this matches this. So this is blue, yellow, or medium. It cannot obviously be yellow or medium. So this is blue and blue, which makes this blue. So this is blue and blue. Therefore, the rest of row 5 cannot contain blue. This cell is the same as this cell, and it cannot be yellow or medium. So it must be pink. So this is pink, which eliminates pink in the rest of the row. So this must also be pink. Interesting. Okay. What is this digit? It cannot be 1 because it's the gray square is former region, and these are both in the gray region. Cannot be blue, red, or green. Can't be red. Okay, so cannot be red, yellow, blue. What can't be blue, red, or green. So these are all excluded. Can't be pink. So it cannot be light. It could be orange, medium, or dark here. Orange, medium, or dark. Okay. Does that tell us much? I'm not sure. So pink and dark are both these cells. So that means medium gray must be the sum of 1 and another digit. So this has to be at least 3. 3 through 9, which makes this 2 through 8 here. So pink and blue. Where is the blue in column 1? Can't be here because of the blue already in the region. Can't be here because of the blue in the region, so it must be one of these two. That means where is the blue in column 4? Can't be here because one of these two must be blue. Can't be any of these because this is blue. So it has to be one of these 3, and this is a knight's move away from that blue, so blue has to be one of these 2. But if it were here, the problem is that would also be blue, and we'd have 2 blues in the same region, so this cannot be blue. So this has to be blue here. We have a lot of pinks. Okay, so we have a lot of blues. Oh, pink's already in the gray square region, so that's fine. Blue is here. Where is the blue in region 3? Cannot be here, cannot be here, so it must be one of these 3. Where's the blue in row 3 then? Cannot be here or here because of blue in the region. Can't be here because blue in the region. Can't be here because of the blue in the region. So it must be one of these 3 cells. That means, okay, where is the blue in column 7? It cannot be any of these cells because of the blue in the region. It can't be. These are filled. This sees a blue here, and this sees blue here. So one of these two must be a blue. Since one of these two must be blue, if this is blue, it sees both of these cells, this by normal move and this by anti-night. This cell sees both of these cells, so neither of these cells can be blue. Therefore, blue in region 9 has to be one of these two cells. And because neither of these cells can be blue, because one of these two cells is guaranteed to be blue. Okay. What digits can... Let's go for here. What digits can these be? Okay, so cannot be red, yellow, pink, blue, or light. So that eliminates these. Can't be medium, so it's yellow, orange, or dark. That means this cell must be yellow, orange, or dark. That's fine. What about this cell? Cannot be blue, so this is light. It can't be light because of the knight's move away. Could be medium. Can't be dark. Can't be pink, green, or red. Could be orange. Could be yellow. And cannot be blue. So these are the possibilities. So this must be yellow, orange, or medium here. Okay. This cell. Again, so all of these cells can be what? Light, medium, dark, orange, yellow. This cannot be light because it's a knight's move, and it's also in the same gray square region. This can't be yellow because it's in the same cage as a yellow. And then it could be any of these three. That seems fine. Okay. Where is the pink in column 9? Cannot be here because of the pink in the region. Can't be here because of the pink in the region, so it must be one of these two. Well, where's the pink in column 4? So I think this is symmetrical. So I think the pink also has to sort of match the blue, right? So obviously pink can't be here. And pink can't be here. Pink can't be any of these three. Because of the pink in the box. One of these two must be pink. Obviously, these are filled out. These can't be pink because one of these two must be pink, and therefore we already have a pink in that region. So this must be pink here. And where is the pink in row 8? Yeah, you have a similar situation here, where basically pink can be any of these 6, but we know where is pink in column 3. Can't be here because of the pink in the row. This is blue, already filled out. This can't be pink because of pink there. So one of these two is a pink here, and it can't be pink because of the pink here. So one of these two is pink. Therefore, that guarantees this cannot be pink because this cell sees that cell from normal Sudoku. This cell sees that cell from anti-night. Same with this cell. This cell sees that cell from normal Sudoku. This cell sees that cell from anti-night. So pink in these two regions have to be here. That means... oh, this can't be blue. Because if this were blue, that would force this to be blue, and there would have two blues in this row or column. So this must be blue, which means this can't be blue. So this is blue there. Any of these could be blue. Pink, similarly, cannot be here. Where is pink in column 1? Can't be here because one of these two is pink. Can't be here because one of these two is pink. Can't be either of these because one of these is pink. They're both pink here. Cannot be here because that would force this to be pink, and therefore this would be a contradiction. So pink has to be here, which means this cannot be pink. Okay. Yeah, so it's similar. It's basically symmetrical around the central axis by 180 degrees. Let's figure out what the rest of column 6 is then. We have everything that's not pink in this area. So this is green, red, medium, light, and yellow. That means this is also... Okay, let's just figure out what can't be, though. This can't be light, and this can't be light because of knight's move away from the light. This can't be yellow because of knight's move away from the yellow. This can't be medium because knights move away from medium. So this should be 3. How did I... Oh, because it matches that? Maybe? No. I think it... Well, no, I don't know. I'm not sure how these were... Okay, so we had... Oh, this is a square, so it can't be light. That's the reasoning there. So this is green, red, or medium. This can't be red because of knight's move. So we have light and no red. This was eliminated here because of the yellow in the same cage, but we don't have anything similar here. Yeah. This is then green, yellow, and medium as possibilities. Okay, so the light in region 7 has to be one of these two. The light in region 3 has to be one of those two. Because these are knights move away from the light, which is 1. So this is guaranteed to be 1 here. And this is guaranteed to be 1 there. Because of that, where is the 1 in region 2? Again, this can't be 1 because it's a knight's move away from 1 here. This can't be 1 because we have the gray square as a region, and this is blue. And this can't be 1, so one of these has to be a 1 in region 2. Where's the one in region 1? It has to be one of these 4 cells. Or 5 cells, apologies. Where's the one in region 4? Cannot be here because that's a square. Can't be here because that's a knight's move away, so there has to be a 1 in one of these 4 cells there. We know this is a guaranteed pink. Okay, we have that. Remaining digits in row 4. They have to be light. We have light, no medium, no dark. Green, no pink, orange, red, or yellow. This can't be green because of knight's move. This can't be red because of knight's move. This can't be light because of knight's move. This can't be orange because of light's move. And we have squares. Does that help us any? Not particularly. Huh. Ugh. So this is guaranteed to have a 1. So the other 3 digits in that cage must add up to 19. So it's 289, 379, 469, 568 as possibilities. That doesn't help us too much. Oh, pink is guaranteed to be in this cage also, because one of these 2 is pink. These digits are 3 through 9. Because 3 digits adding up to 20 is 3 through 9. So are these digits, actually. These are 3 through 9. Huh. Because these 3 digits add up to 20. And there are no repeats. So 2 is either part of red, pink, or... No. This is 3 through 9 also. So 2 has to be either orange, green, or red. These are 4 digits adding up to 20 without a 1. It could certainly be possible. Can this ever be 2 would be my question. If this is 1, 2, this is obviously 3. This has to be an 8, 9 pair. So you have 1, 2, 8, and 9. So this would be either orange, medium, or dark, which would be 2, 3, or 8, or 9. Well, this could never be 2, 3, 2, 8, or 9. So this never has a 1. We know that for certain. I think it's because this is a square. Yeah, that's a square. That's a reason why. Mm, this can't be light because that's also a square. Um, hmm, Interesting. Okay, this digit is 3 through 9, but it's a different digit than this one, even though they're both orange, dark, and medium as possibilities. Hmm. This is 5 digits adding up to 20. That's interesting. Um, hmm. Um, hmm. One again cannot be any of these, so one has to be one of these three. One cannot be any of these. These because neither of these can be one. So neither of these can be one. This is blue. So one has to be one of these 5. Um, One is one of these 4. Okay. Yeah, so that's symmetrical. Around the central cell, 180 degrees for the 180. Hmm. One of these 3 is a 1, so this cannot be 1 here. One of these 3 is a 1, so this cannot be 1 here. Okay. Hmm. Um, hmm. Hmm. What we do know, interesting, is one of orange and dark. So this is definitely 1 and pink here. So whatever orange and dark add up to must be the same sum as the other 2 digits here. Does that tell us anything? I'm not sure. Um, 1, 2, 8, 9. You could have 8 and 3, 4, 5 there. That does kind of work. Um, hmm. This is orange, medium, or dark. Interesting. What can this digit be? So again, it's orange, medium, or dark, because it can't be any of these. Can't be yellow or blue because it's in the same cage as those. It's a nice move away from light. Obviously, it's 3 through 9. But if it's orange, okay, if orange were 2, this could never be 2. So it would not be orange. It would have to be 3. So if this is 2, this is 3. This would then be 8 or 9. So this could no longer be 3, 8, or 9 here. Interesting. So blue, yellow, and one of these 3 adds up to 20. We have pink, medium, and dark add up to 20. So these 2 plus this. So say it was orange here. That means these would add up to 20. These would add up to 20. Right, so if this was yet orange, these 3 add up to 20 because of this cage. These 3 add up to 20 because of these cage. So this would be 40 plus 20 plus 20, which is 40, plus 1, which is 41. So the remaining 2 digits would have to add up to 45 minus 41, which is 4. So it would have to be 1 and 3, which is not possible because of the 1 already in the box. So this cannot be orange. This must be medium or dark. If it were medium, medium is just orange plus 1, right? Because dark and pink are here. Dark and pink are here. They both add up to 20. So if it's medium, that means this would add up to 20, and this would add up to 20, right? Because medium is the same as these 2. So these would add up to, this would be 20, this would be 20, that's 40, so this would be 5. And it could not be 1, 4, so this would have to be 2 and 3. This is a different digit. So one of these has to be repeated. And it cannot be 3, obviously. Okay. Huh. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Hmm. This matches this. This matches this. This matches this. And all 3 of these So all 5 of these add up to 20. Then we have blue and pink, guaranteed not to be in those set of 5. Does that tell us anything? Not particularly. Hmm. So again, if this is medium, medium is the same as orange plus 1. So then these would add up to 20, these would add up to 20, and this would be a 2-3 pair. So this would add up to 5, so this must add up to 15. That seems feasible, right? 2 and 3 here. Then this would not be 2 and 3. But it could be 4, 6, and 9. There's a lot of possibilities. Hmm. So yellow, blue, and 1 out of medium or dark adds up to 20. Blue, red, and green with another digit, which is not the same as this medium or dark, which is orange, medium, and dark, add up to 20. Pink, medium, and dark add up to 20. Do we have anything else? Not particularly. We have another blue here. We know this can't be red and green specifically, so one of red or green has to at least be here. Neither of them could be here. It's possible. I'm gonna pause. I need to go to the bathroom right now. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. Let's continue. Okay, I'm not very good with anti-knights, so I might be missing something pretty obvious. So the square, where are the squares? The squares are here, here, and here, and here, here, and here. Okay. To add up to 20 with 5 digits, you don't necessarily need a 1. You could have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's possible. Interesting. Okay. We have in row 7 Well, we have in row 4, this adds up to 20. These add up to 20 also. So this is 20 plus 20 and 20 is 60. We know this is guaranteed adding up to 20. This adds up to 20. This adds up to 20. And the full row would be 45. 60 minus 45 is guaranteed to be 15. So this cannot be 1. This has to be 6 through 9 here. And this can't be 1. This has to be 6 through 9 here to add up to 20. We have something similar in row 7 and 6, except that these add up to 15, but it's 3 digits. So this is guaranteed to be 6 through 9. Therefore, where is the 1 in region... I don't even know. Do we call this 4 or 6? I'm going to call it 6 because it's where 6 would normally be. It has to be one of these two because it cannot be here because one of these 3 digits is a 1. So this being 1 eliminates 1 as a possibility here. So 1 could be one of these two. So this cell cannot be pink. It could be medium. It can't be dark though. This cell could be either this cell, or one of these 3 cells. This cell could be medium dark or one of these 3 cells. So these 6 cells add up to 25. So again, this adds up to 25. Okay, where is the 1 in region 1? Well, actually, where's the 1 in row 3? 1 cannot be here because it would have to be there. And that would be in the square of an extra region, the gray squares. 1 can't be here because it's a knight's move away from here. This can't be 1 because they add up to 15. This can't be 1 because it sees the 1 here. This is a knight's move away. This cell can't be 1 because one of these must be 1. So 1's either here or here. If 1 is here, that guarantees this has to be 1 here, which means this can't be 1. If this is 1, that means guarantees 1 has... If this is 1, that means 1 cannot be here, so 1 has to be one of those two. So this can never be 1, then. That's interesting. So either if this is 1, that means this is 1. That also means that's 1, which means that's 1. That seems okay. If this is 1, that means this can't be 1, so one of these two is a 1. Okay. Do we have anything else? Not particularly. This adds up to 15. That doesn't really tell us much. Remaining colors in row 6. We have... It can be not pink. It could be medium, dark, light, green, and orange. Okay, this can't be light because of a knight's move away. This can't be light because one of these must be a 1. This can't be dark because of knight's move away. This can't be orange because of knight's move away. This can't be... Okay, we already got green. I think that's it. Yeah. That's all that we have restricted. Okay, so if this is medium gray, then again, medium gray is the same as 1 plus orange. So this adds up to 20. This adds up to 20. Therefore, this is 2 and 3. Say this is dark. If this is dark, these two and these two must add up to the same sum. Does that help us any? I don't know, but... So... Again, to add up to 20 with 3 digits is 389, 479, 569, or 578. The duplicate digit could be cannot be 3, right? Because if it's 3, 389 is the only possible combination. The duplicate digit cannot be 4 because 479 is problematic. So this can never be 3 or 4, period. Right? If we first of all, it can't be 3, obviously. But if it's 4, this becomes 7, 9 as a pair. So this becomes a 7, 9 pair. And these 3 digits would have to add up to 20 without 7 or 9. Well, that eliminates 389, 479, 569, and 578. So that's not possible. That's the reason why that can't be the case. This could be 5, though. That could work. Obviously, if it's 8 and 9, that could work also as a duplicate digit. If the duplicate, so if this is medium and the duplicate digit is 9, huh. Oh, that's interesting. So if this is 2, 3, that means this adds up to 15. But it's a different 15 than this 15 because both of these digits see that digit. That's interesting. I don't think this is just challenging. This seems more along hard difficulty level. Hmm. So blue is one of these two. What does that mean? Well, obviously, if this is 2, 3, this would be a different section. So blue would be here and here. This would be a different pair adding up to 20. Oh, interesting. We'd have a blue here, a different digit from 6 through 9 there, and these two digits adding up to 20. Huh. So this would be guaranteed 13 at least. Oh, remaining digits in column 5. Let's see. They are not light, not medium. It could be dark. So this is not light, not medium. It could be dark, no pink. It could be green, orange, or red. Interesting. And this can't be red because of Knight's move here. This can't be dark because of Knight's move there. Huh. Okay. Does that help us any? Not particularly. Hmm. Well, we do know if this is blue. If this is blue, this adds up to 15. If this is not blue, that means this at least. Well, we don't know. We don't have any. We don't know what the blue's minimum would be. It could be 3 technically. So if obviously this is a 2-3 pair, then blue has to be 6 through 9. And these two would add up to 15. These two would add up to 15, so this could not be blue. But that doesn't really explain anything. Interesting. So, if this were blue, it would obviously these two would add up to 15, and this would have to add up to 5. That would work also if this goes that way too. If this cell is in row 4 in one of those cells there, but it's not guaranteed to be. Obviously this can't be blue, cannot be red, can't be pink. Can't be light because it can't be 1. Could be medium, dark, green. No pink. It could be orange. No red. It could be yellow, but no blue. So those are all the possibilities, which are a lot. Uh, hmm. That's not helpful. Mm. Mm. Oh, okay. One thing is, where is the dark in region 8? It cannot be here because this is dark. It cannot be here because this is dark. Therefore, one of these is guaranteed to be dark here. So this cannot be dark here. Okay, that's good to know. So one of those is dark. We should have something similar with reds, right? Yes, we do. So reds in region 2 cannot be here or here. So it must be one of these two, which means this cannot be red here. Where is... Oh, interesting. Where is red in row 7? Can't be here because of the red in the region. Can't be any of these because of the red having to be there. So this can't... Well, this is blue because we know that's blue. This can't be red because of the red in the column, and this is a knight's move away. So red has to be one of these 3 guaranteed. Does that help us with anything? I don't know. Not particularly. Dark gray cannot be any of these cells. Can't be any of these, so it's one of those 3. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. 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 One question is, we know pink's here. We know one is here. Can this be orange and dark here? If this is orange and dark, that would mean this cannot be orange and dark. So that would be medium, which would mean this is not medium. That's yellow. This cannot be orange, medium, or dark anymore, so this would be green. This would not be medium. So this could not be medium, therefore this would be dark, which would force this not to be dark and force this not to be dark. That would force this to be dark. And this could not be dark. This yellow would eliminate yellow here. Therefore, this would not be yellow, that's orange. This could not be yellow or orange. So this would be medium. Okay. So this would be light. Obviously, this couldn't be light. Pink and orange here. Orange could not be here. Cannot be pink because of the pink there. Therefore, this would be light. This could not be light. This would be an orange pink pair here. None of these could be orange. So this would not be light. This can't be yellow. This would be green. That would mean this is not one. So this would be green, which means none of these could be green. So far, it's looking okay. So that would be the same as that. This would not be yellow. Neither of these could be orange. This cannot be orange. This could not be medium. This would be a yellow light pair. Therefore, this would be what? Light, yellow, and dark. So far, that looks fine. This is medium, so this could not be medium. And this could not be medium. We have green, red, and yellow left in the squares. This can't be dark or green or medium, so this becomes light, which means this could not be green or medium. It would have to be orange, which eliminates orange here. Where would the orange be in row 4? It would have to be here. This is looking like the actual solve, though. Anyways, this is orange. You have to have green, yellow. Green, yellow, medium, and red, and yeah, that would work. So this would be 1. So far this is looking fine. This would be orange. This is light, so this could no longer be light. This would be a yellow-red pair, which eliminates yellow and red in the rest of the column. So this would have to be dark red and yellow. This can't be red because of the red in Knights Move Away. One of these would be red, one of these would be red. That would eliminate red in the rest of rows 1 and 2. So this cannot be red. None of these could be red because of the red in rows 1 and 2. So this would have to be a red here, which means this could not be red. That's yellow, which means this could be yellow, so that's red. This couldn't be red, so that's green, which eliminates green in the rest of the column. That also eliminates green here. Well, we already knew that, so it's a green-red pair. So far this is working fine. This can't be green anymore. This has to be green. This would be a red, yellow, or medium. This can't be yellow because of the yellow in the column. So this is red, yellow, or medium also. This can't be yellow because of the yellow in the column. So this becomes a red medium pair, which eliminates medium in the rest of the row. So this can't be medium. This is yellow. This is yellow. This can't be medium because of that medium there. So it's red, which means these can't be red. They're both medium gray. This is all looking kosher. We know this is not 1, though, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is all looking fine, though. We're not guaranteed that this has to be white, light, orange, dark, and pink. We know there's a pink and there's a 1, which is light here. But we're not guaranteed that it's orange and dark there. But this all looks actually like it kind of works. This dark eliminates dark here. So that's orange, which means this can't be orange. That's dark. Yeah, this looks like a solution, basically. This would be red. This would be light. So this could not be light here. That's yellow, which means this can't be yellow. This seems like it's working perfectly fine, which is not what I was hoping for. I was hoping to find a contradiction here. So let's go back. I don't know. I might just be really bad at these because this is anti-knight, and I am not good with anti-knight rule set at all. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, those are fine. Uh, okay. If this is not orange and dark, that's interesting, right? So we already have a 1 and we have a pink here, guaranteed. If we don't have an orange here, we also don't have a dark here. Therefore, this must be an orange-dark pair then, if that's the case. So this would not be gray. This would not be gray or green. So we'd have a guaranteed green here. This is not orange and dark. We'd have a guaranteed green, obviously light, yellow, or medium here. And this could not be light. This would be an orange-dark pair, which would eliminate orange and dark in the rest of the row. So 1 would obviously be one of those. This would be green or medium. Okay. That means green plus yellow or medium. Would then add up to... That seems fine too. Okay, so what are the possible combinations then? This is either both yellow and dark, or... Sorry, orange and dark, or this is an orange-dark pair, adding up to 20. If this is an orange-dark pair, this is medium and this is green. So this can never be medium here. Because if that were medium, it just wouldn't fit. Right, because then this would be orange and dark here, so this couldn't be orange and dark here, but then where's the orange and dark in this region? We would only have one cell for it and not this one. Okay. This is pretty convoluted. We know we have a 1 here. What happens if we have a 1? Well, we know if we have a 1 here, this becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's interesting. Hmm. So again, if this is medium, that's interesting. So if this is medium, that means this cannot be medium here. That's interesting. So then this cannot be medium and dark adding up with pink because we already have one of those two cells there. So this cannot be medium and dark. Therefore, this becomes a medium-dark pair. So if this is medium, that's medium. This must be a 2-3 pair. So this must be 2, 3, 2, 3. This must be 6, 7, 8, 9. And this cannot be blue because these two add up to 15 and these two add up to 15. Therefore, this is blue, so this can't be blue there. Does that add up? Maybe? Anyways, this can't be 2 or 3. This can't be 3. These can't be 3. So this must not be a 4. Because again, this is not 2 or 3. This has to be 1, 4, 6, 9 or 1, 5, 6, 8. And those are the only choices. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That's interesting. This cannot be dark. This can't be orange or this can't be orange. So one of these could be 1. This already adds up to 15. The other green has to be here. So it's 1 and with 2 or 3. If you have 1 and 2, that would add up to 3. So the rest of this would be 17. That would have to be 8, 9. But that would eliminate all possibilities for this pair because it adds up to 15. If it's 1 and 3, that adds up to 4. So the rest of these must add up to 16, which is 7 and 9. And again, that would eliminate all possibilities for this cell. So this cannot be medium. This has to be the dark cell. I don't even know where we get that. That's so convoluted, but anyways. So yeah, this has to be the dark cell because of that. So this cannot be medium. We tried medium. If this is medium, this can't be medium. This is orange and dark, which means this cannot be orange and dark. This is orange-dark pair here. That forces this to be, this medium forces this to be a 2-3 pair. That means this is 2, 3, so this must add up to 15. But the green must be here. And it's 2 or 3 with 1, which creates the contradiction. So this is dark, which means this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This cannot be dark here. So dark is either in this box, in this region, one of these two cells. So this cannot be dark here. So this is definitely dark, which eliminates dark in the rest of the column. So this can't be dark, and this can't be dark. This is yellow or orange. That means this can't be dark either. We have a yellow-orange medium triplet in row column 1. That eliminates yellow, orange, and medium in the rest of the column. So this can't be yellow, orange. This can't be orange. Where is the dark in column 1? This is guaranteed to be pink. These can't be dark because they are the same digits as that, and they both see that cell. This sees a dark here. This sees a dark here. This sees dark here. This is guaranteed blue, and this is in the same region as this dark. Therefore, this is dark, which means this cannot be 1. So therefore, we were going down the correct path when we were trying to find a contradiction there. And so this cannot be dark here. This is guaranteed to be dark and pink and 1. So that means the other cell must be orange here. So this must be orange. And this cannot be orange here because of the orange in the column. It cannot be pink here because of the pink in the column. What can this be then? This is light and is 1. So that means this is 1, which eliminates 1 in the rest of the row. This orange pink pair, eliminates orange and pink in the rest of the region. So this can't be orange. This is medium. This can't be medium. This is yellow. This is green. This can't be green or medium. So this is light, which is 1. This can't be green or medium. This is orange. Yep, and so that all of that, yeah, contradiction basically comes together. So that's why this is the same as this. These can't be yellow. So this must be orange and this must be medium, which forces this to be orange and this to be medium. This cannot be light, so this is not 1. This is green. That eliminates green in the rest of the row. This can't be orange because of the orange in the region. Okay, so this is orange and medium. That eliminates orange in the rest of the region. This can't be orange. This is a green-red pair, which eliminates green and red in the rest of the column, so this can't be green. This is orange and dark. This can't be orange or medium because of the orange-medium pair in the column. That leaves this as light, yellow, and what's the last one? Dark. Okay, light yellow, dark. This is orange. This has to be a 1, so that eliminates 1 from this cell. So this can't be light. Where is the 1 in this region? It must be here. So this is 1, which eliminates 1 here. Where is the 1 in row 4? It must be here. So this is not yellow or red. It's white, which is 1, which means 1 cannot be either of these cells. So it can't be here. That means where is the 1 in region 2? It has to be here. So this is light in 1. That cannot be light. So this must be the light in the 1, which means this can't be 1. These can't be 1 because of the 1 in the column. This can't be 1 because of the 1 at the knights move away. So this must be 1 here, which means this can't be 1. This is 1. So this is not yellow. This is yellow here. Okay, so we've got all those. This then cannot contain a 1. It must be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Orange has to be here. Therefore, this can't be orange. Where is the orange in row 4? It has to be here. So this is orange. This is yellow or this. So we've got squares of dark, medium, orange. One of these is red. Okay. The rest of this region has to be what? Red, yellow, and dark. This can't be red because of the red. That's a knight's move away. This is yellow or dark. We have a yellow-dark pair, which eliminates yellow and dark in the rest of the row. This can't be yellow. This can't be medium because of this medium. So this is green or red. This can't be medium because this is medium in the square, so this region cannot have a medium. Therefore, we have a green-red pair in column 6, which eliminates green and red in the rest of the column. So this can't be green or red. This can't be green or red. These two green or reds in the square space eliminate green and red in the rest of the square space. So this can't be red. That's yellow, which eliminates yellow here. So that's red. This can't be yellow anymore because of the yellow in the row and the yellow in the region. So this is medium, which eliminates medium in the rest of the column. So this can't be medium. Therefore, this is yellow. This can't be, this is the same cell. So this is yellow. This yellow eliminates yellow here. So this is medium. This is light, obviously. We have remaining digits. Remaining digits in row 7 are green, red, and what's the last one? No pink. It's medium. Green, red, and medium. So this is also green, red, or medium. We're not sure which. We've got a green, red, medium triplet in region 9, so that leaves this digit as dark. Since this is dark, this can't be dark, so because of the dark in the row, so this is orange, which means this can't be orange. This is dark. Okay. This has to be green, red, or medium, because that's the only colors remaining in this region. That leaves this as an orange pink pair, because there's no other place for it. Okay, let's see. In this region, we have blue and we are missing green. So one of these is green. Therefore, this cannot be green here, because red has to be here. Where else can red be in this region? It has to be here. This can't be red because it matches that cell. So where's the red? In column, in this up region 1, it has to be here. So this is red. This can't be red. One of these. This can't be red because of the red in the row. So this is green, which means this can't be green. This is red. This green eliminates green from knight's move here. So this is red. Therefore, this orange eliminates orange here. So this is pink, which means this can't be pink and this can't be pink. They're both orange, which means this can't be orange. That's pink. The remaining digit here is red. Remaining digit in column 2 is green. Remaining digit color in column 3 is medium. Okay. These two are the same. This has to be a blue-green pair, but this cannot be green because of the green. That's a knight's move away. So this is blue, which eliminates blue in these cells. So these are green, which means this cannot be green. This is blue. Interesting. Okay. That leaves this digit, this color. This red eliminates red here, so this can't be red. This is green, which means this can't be red. That's green. That eliminates green in the rest of the region. This can't be medium because it's a knight's move away from another medium. So this is red, which eliminates red here. So this is medium. This is medium. This can't be medium. This is red. This yellow eliminates yellow here, so it's a knight's move away. So this is dark, which means neither of these can be dark. Those are both yellow, which eliminates yellow here. That's dark. The remaining color here is yellow. The remaining color here is orange, and the remaining color here is dark. Okay. So we know this must be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to add up to 20 without a 1. Because that's the minimum amount for 5 digits, and that adds up to exactly 20. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blue cannot be 3, 4, 5, or 6. So it's 7, 8, or 9. Dark must add up to, with 7, 8, 9 to add up to 15. Yellow must be 3, 4, 5, or 6. Okay. So, orange, green, red, medium, and yellow. Orange, red, medium, and yellow have to add up, have to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So orange can never be 6 because it adds up with 1 to add up to medium. Therefore, pink cannot be 3, 4, 5, and 6. dark cannot be 3, 4, 5, or 6, so this must be 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8, or 9. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, or 9. This does not add up to 15. We know these two add up to 15. So these two add up to 15. And it cannot have 6 and 9. So it must be a 7, 8 pair. So this is a 7, 8 pair, which means the pink has to be 9. So pink is 9. That means pink is 9. Blue is 7 or 8. Orange is 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay, so 1 and 9 add up to 10. That means orange and dark add up to 10 also. So orange is 2 or 3. So dark is 7 or 8. Okay. We have a 7, 8, 7, 8 pair. So yellow must be 5 to add up with 7 and 8 to add up to 20. So that means this is 5. Okay. Medium and dark add up to 11, which is 20 minus 9. So it must be 3, 7, or 4, 8. 3, 8, and 4, 7. That means we have a guaranteed 3 in one of these cells. 1 and 2 add up to 3. 1 and 3 add up to 4. So this cannot be 3 here. This cannot be 5 either. There's no 5 available. So none of these are 5. Okay. So we have 1, 7, 8, and 7, 8. That adds up to 16. So greens are 4. That makes medium grays 3, which makes oranges 2. That makes darks as 8. Right? 2, 1, 2, 8, and 9 add up to 20. And blues are 7. And then reds must be 6s. And that's the solution. I don't know. I would not consider this challenging level. This is definitely at least hard. Part of it is that I'm not good with anti-knights rule sets, so it takes me longer definitely to do these. But even if you're good with anti-knights, I think there's just so much going on that I don't know if you can actually figure this out as a challenging puzzle. It seems definitely more of the hard variety. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve. This was pretty hairy, but there's a lot of interesting interactions going on, particularly the palindrome lines, anti-knight synergy, and the cages. The cages were very important to be able to solve this. As was the knights, but the cages were much more important to the solving than I thought they would be. Yeah. Definitely very interesting. I particularly liked how this 20 cage worked out, where the pinks had to be here. That was definitely working with the anti-knight synergy, because you had to figure out where the pink cells were. But that was not just challenging level. That was definitely at least hard. For me, I even think for other people, that challenging seems way too small. It just seems much more difficult than challenging. Anyways, well, we figured this out. with the 20s. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of, sorry, not this episode, this solve. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.